Okay, so for this week's assignment, you're going to actually make good on the storyboard that you put together last week. You're actually going to just use the storyboard exactly like you're supposed to. And if you didn't make a storyboard, you can still make one and complete this week's assignment. But a storyboard is used to help you to think about and to plan out what you're going to be doing with your camera. And so I put up a different version of the assignment and more. It's the same assignment from last week, but with more parts of it. Is that, again, you're going to be working with a group of 3, 1 director, 2 actors. Your first objective is to block the scene. Think about where where they would go. You're going to set up your camera or phone to shoot the video, and then you're going to set your video quality on your phone to either 960 by 540 or 640 by 480, or whatever your camera has automatically that is close to these ranges. The reason for this is that you want to keep the quality of your video footage low enough that the files are manageable, that they're not going to like crash your computer, that you're not going to have a long time uploading them. But that they'll still have a video quality that's good enough that people will enjoy watching your video. It won't be like tiny. It won't be some little matchstick sort of video. And you're actually going to create a video. So here again is your the 5 shots that you're going to be shooting. So with your computer and with your smartphone and with the actors that you have, you should be shooting shots that are about 2 to 3 seconds apiece. This should be a very short video. I'm doing this on purpose so that you can get some experience working with shooting footage and also editing together the footage without having this enormous project. But we will be, for your final project, creating a much larger, longer video. And so this is your chance to get comfortable with it. I do want some of you with your what's it called? With your storyboard, create a dialogue, but in this particular instance, I do not want you to have dialogue. So no dialogue. Your actors need to be just silent. And there's a reason for that I'm going to explain here in a minute. So again, we have our cinematography terms, what you're going to be actually trying to do with your camera, and then also like your editing terms, that you're going to have an establishing shot and you're going to have a re-establishing shot. So then what you're going to do after you finish shooting your 5 shots, and you've gotten feedback from me on your storyboards already, so you should know exactly what you're doing. You've thought about this. You're going to shoot the video, and then you're going to download the video and then save your files into a folder on your computer that you will have access to from both home and school. That would be good in case you're working on multiple computers. So it's always good to have an iCloud thing. And you guys all have Google Drive because of the school provides it for you. So then you're going to want to start your computer. You're going to want to launch your video editing software. You're going to locate the final files that you created and add them to the project. And then you're going to trim or split the files at the begin and end where you wish. You also should add an audio file, so whatever kind of music you think is appropriate as the sound for your video, you can add that. And then play around with the different ways you can arrange the video and audio files so they complement one another. You may want to add effects, change timing, adjust fades, etc. This is your chance to play and be creative. And then when you're finished, you're going to save your file, export it, save and or export it depending on what your video software, editing software asks you to do, and upload it to YouTube. And then you're going to post the link to the WordPress page. And then again, just like we always do, you're going to create a little document that provides me with the link to your page on WordPress and a short explanation of what you've learned and or questions you still have about this week's assignment. Now, some of you right now might be like, oh, okay, I know exactly what video editing software I'm going to use. And some of you might be like, I don't know how to edit video software, or I don't have any video editing software. I have a solution for you. And this solution has been hard won. Most people in the world are PC users. 90% of market share in computers are PCs. And that means only 10% of us are Mac users. Now, Macs all come installed with iMovie. And if you haven't used iMovie yet, what I want you to do is to go on YouTube and type in iMovie tutorial and watch some tutorials just so you can learn how to use it. It's very easy to do basic sort of projects in iMovie. The thing with iMovie is that every time they send out an update to the operating system for a Mac, you know, and they have different names for them. Sometimes they name them after animals. Sometimes they give them number names. They also update the iMovie. So depending on which operating system you have on your computer, you're going to need to figure out which version of iMovie you need a tutorial for. Because some of them operate very differently from others. So you see this one is iMovie 2016 Live. So be aware that you can watch some of the general ones, videos, but if you are getting information from your tutorial that doesn't at all jive with what you're seeing on your computer, if you're a Mac user, figure out which operating system you're running and look for a tutorial that specifically addresses the iMovie with that particular version. Now, for those of us who are PC users, it used to be that Microsoft had a free movie editing or video editing software called Movie Maker on it. You might still have Movie Maker installed on your computer, but if you recently updated your operating system, or you haven't already downloaded it, Movie Maker is no longer available. I just found this out yesterday, which is why this assignment is so late, and I'm going to give you an extension on the due date to Monday at 11:59 p.m. because yesterday when I went to pull together this assignment, which I've been teaching for years, and using Movie Maker because I am a PC user, I discovered that when I updated my operating system, it deleted the Movie Maker and it's no longer on my computer and I cannot download it anywhere. Don't even try. I have put in the time for you. I have spent literally all of my waking hours in the last 24 hours working on this. But do not despair. I have found a free video editor that works for PC users called the VSDC Video Editor, the free edition. And it's easy to use. Some video editors are really complicated. This one is easy to use. And the great thing about it is that after you download it, it automatically gives you a link that, here, I'll show you. I'm going to close this out and start it again. So when you start the VSDC free video editor, it automatically pops up with this window that says how to get started in 3 easy steps. It's not quite clear that these are videos, but they are. They have 3 videos. 1, how to open a new project. 2, how to start editing. 3, how to export a project. And you'll see that when you click on those links, what you get are these web pages where there are clear directions on how you use this video editor. So that's the first link, this is the second link, and then this is the third link. And I want you to rely on those videos. They will help to lead you along. Okay, so for those of you who are PC users, you're going to need to download the VSDC software, and you can do that from cnet.com. Okay, so if you go to cnet.com, I love this website because cnet.com is a professional organization that guarantees that the downloads from their website have been reviewed, that they're of quality, that they are virus free, which is really important. So you can go on here and look up, go past the ads, and get the VSDC free video editor. And there's going to be a video that'll start here that'll explain to you, if you wish, like what are the pluses and minuses. There we go. I'll mute that. The pluses and minuses of freeware. And then you can go ahead and download it from their link, okay? And add it to your computer. It's very easy. It's very simple. It just takes a couple of minutes. Should not be a problem at all. Just do make sure, I'm pretty sure on this setup that they don't offer any additional add-ons. Just when you're, if they do on the particular version that you download, just make sure that you click no on anything that they offer you that is extra to the video editor, or decline. Sometimes they put decline on there. So just be very careful you don't agree to adding some sort of additional advertising to your computer that you don't want. So again, it's virus free, and when you're finished, it will ask you if you would like to donate, which would be very nice. It's very nice to donate, to give some money to support this freeware, or there's another option. I forget what the other option is. But anyway, you can decline those if you wish. You do not have to pay for this. And that's very important to me because I really believe in freeware, but I also do believe in supporting the people who put together the freeware. And so if you'd like to make a donation, that'd be very sweet of you, but not required. So again, when you're all finished, when you've downloaded the software and you've shot your video and you've edited it together, you're going to need to add your link to our website here. And I will put together a page just like I always do, that will say, you know, video projects, short video projects, and that is where you're going to add your link. And then of course you will finally go to Moodle and add and upload a document here on our website. There will be a link for you under this week. It's not there yet, but it will be soon. And then you will be finished. So please, as you go through this, know that this project, you're going to be making again, somewhere between 10 and 20 second video. It really should be between 10 and 15, I think, seconds. But this is going to take you an hour or two, and you're going to be frustrated. This is going to be a fair amount of you learning new software, learning new skills. And anytime you learn something new, it takes you a little bit of time to get used to it. So do not become overwhelmed. Do not give up. You can do this. Remember, the tutorials are there to help you. Everyone always says, I love the internet because I can learn whatever I want to do on the internet. And I love my computer because I can do anything I want. And this assignment is meant to help you to actually make good on those words that we say over and over again. Watch the tutorial videos. Learn some new skills. This video is going to be very, very short, 10 to 15 seconds. But we're working up to your final assignment, which is going to be a video along with some other components that your video is going to be 2 to 3 minutes long. And so by doing this very short assignment, you're going to start building the skills that you need and learning the questions that you need to ask in order to successfully complete your final project for this course. Okay? So good luck. If you have any questions, post them to the forum, and I look forward to watching your videos.